Hey guys! So I thought I'm incredibly unmotivated to do anything today, I'll be completely honest with you. It's the last day of classes today before Thanksgiving break and my brain is just like I don't want to do anything that requires thought. So instead of doing something that requires actual thought on my part, I'm just going to give you a tour of some of the witchy stuff that I have here at my apartment with me. And I will give a disclaimer before I do this because I've shot this already once and I ended up talking way too much about individual objects, so I'm going to try and not do that. And number two, I don't have all of my stuff here. What I'm about to show you is probably a third of the things that I actually own. The rest of it I couldn't keep here because we're in a pretty small apartment and they're in boxes and stuff back at my parents' house, so I may bring some of it home after Thanksgiving. I don't really know. I haven't thought about it a whole lot. Again, my brain's kind of fried, so I'm going to show you things though, and that means I'm going to be moving the camera around a lot, so I apologize. Here we go. Okay, starting over here. Yeah, that's my fiance's beautiful laundry, if you would like to see that. If he ever watches this video, maybe he will be so ashamed he'll put it away. Anyway, so I'll just kind of step back so you can see this a little bit. This is kind of the general setup minus the camera stand. That's not usually there, but this is kind of all of my witchy stuff tends to be over here, and then I also have my computer. And I'm going to show you each shelf and not talk about every individual object this time, so here I go. This is all statues and objects that I use to sort of represent the god or goddess, or specific ones in some cases. As you can see, this is Lou and Bast, and I have a little Bridget plaque back there. So I use those a lot, obviously. This is just kind of random things that I'm attached to. This is not anything in particular. These are mostly things people have given to me as gifts, as a matter of fact. So none of this is necessarily something that I might use or not use. It's just things that I like that have meaning to me, so I keep them here. This shelf is also pretty much the same thing, except I use this all the time. And I will try and make it make a noise so you can hear it. Can you hear that? Hopefully. I'm gonna hope you heard that, because if you didn't, then I don't know what to say, but that's what I use to cleanse space. I am a big fan of cleansing. Bleh. I also can't talk today, so I apologize. Again, because I apologized like 4 times the last time I shot this. I use sound to cleanse space. That in particular is my favorite way to do it. So I also use incense, but that's probably my other sort of equal favorite thing to do. And then I have this plate that I do have to show off because I just think this is beautiful. And I don't use this for anything in particular, but it's just so gorgeous and I can see it from just about anywhere in my room, so I really, really like it. This shelf I will talk about slightly, only because my good friend Blaine, who actually watches my videos and comments sometimes, he gave me this, and it's very dusty, I need to clean this off. He gave this to me, and it's actually a golf ball, like, case, display case. So I have some of my favorite little rocks that I had before I got a whole bunch more in the last year, so these were some of the nice pretty big ones that I had originally. So I may or may not trade some of these out later on, like I have another case I'll show you in a minute. And then those, I also wanted to say, my fiance's parents gave me these bookends that I just find are gorgeous. So this is other random things, mostly rocks or things of that nature. A lot of these came from 2 places that I am going to sort of plug because I think they're both awesome and you should check them out. One is a store that is owned by Sammy. It's called Witch on the Rocks. witchontherocks.com I believe is the current website for it. She's got some really cool stuff, some very unique things. Sometimes they're a little pricey, but a lot of the times they're very reasonable, so I would recommend checking them out. Her out. And then the other stuff that I've gotten is from the Standing Stone, which actually, this is some unakite that I got from them a while back. Oops, sorry fat cat, I just bumped him. You wanna say hi? Say hello to everyone. Why is my camera not focusing good? Anyway, I shop from the Standing Stone too, and I also have a little bit extra money because they have some really neat things. And if you know Piper's YouTube channel, then you will probably know Krista and Kevin and know about it already. But if you don't, you should also check them out. This is some random stuff, mostly journals. Like, these are all different journals. It used to be my Book of Shadows, and it's become more of like documenting of ritual experience, whereas I keep all of my other stuff in a different book. Oh, are you gonna say hi too, Lou? Hello. All these kitty cats are playing. Sorry, guys. And these are a bunch of really nice deer skins that my fiance was selling in the garage sale, and I was just like, what are you doing? They're beautiful! So I took a bunch of them. And then I used, these are really, really good books for people who want to get more into crystals and gems and those sorts of things. I highly recommend both of these. This one's by Judy Hall, this is by Scott Cunningham, obviously. And I use them so much that I keep them in here with me. This is my desk, and it's not important, so I'm not going to really go into this, but I sort of have like random little rocks and things that I keep over here. My little dragon guardian friend, who is the guardian of my cell phone charger, apparently. And I do have up here, first of all, that's adorable, and my mom got it for me for Christmas, and I just love it. But I got my drum up here, which is also amazing. And over yonder, I have my, I believe Llewellyn puts this out, but I'm not positive, but this is the Witches calendar, and this is like the 2012 one, so I use this a lot though because it's got, as you can see here, some really, really great information on all kinds of astrology and different things like that, so I like it. This is a really, really nice cabinet to display minerals and crystals, and you can see my cats wrestling. You guys are really attention hungry, aren't you? Apparently it's bath time. So this is something that I absolutely love, and I have it anchored to the wall so it doesn't fall down, but I will probably do another video about this, and I'll go through a bunch of these at some point, just not today because I don't feel like it. I have a whole bunch of incense in here. Down here, this is my Book of Shadows with more of my correspondences and sort of like my particular beliefs. The other one is more like a record of ritual and stuff like that. In here, candles, herbs, incense, all candles, all herbs, my broom, my walking stick, and this is a really cool one. This is made out of cactus. Can you believe that? My fiance had this and he carved something into it. I just find this really entertaining. He was really into Tolkien, and I know that says something in like the whole Tolkien rune language, but I have no idea. So, my altar right now is set up to sort of commemorate the passing of our family friend, who was a priest. So I have my statue of Mary here, because kind of a personal story relating to him, but he was basically like at his birth, his parents dedicated him to the Virgin Mary, and he actually ended up becoming a priest, which is kind of cool. So I've got all of this stuff up here, which is like rosaries and, wow, I'm drawing a blank. I have Horus and all kinds of cool, like little nifty, Amy Brown actually wind chime there and all that kind of stuff. So there's that. This shelf has got all of my divination stuff on it for the most part, and other random tools that I use for ritual. So that's where a lot of that is. And then down here, these are a lot of candles. All of my oils are over here, and then I've got like my lighter. That pen I use specifically for writing in my Book of Shadows, and my wand. So, putting you back on the stand here. Sorry for shaking around. Try and do this gently as possible. There we go. So, that is a tour of my witchy things, which went a lot faster. This video was like 12 minutes last time I did it, so I did a lot better job that time. Anyway, I hope this wasn't too incredibly boring. If you have questions about anything that you saw or you're curious, I would be more than happy to talk about them later. I just thought I would give you guys like kind of a brief overview and show you some of the stuff that I have, so I guess that's all I have to say for now. I don't know how many videos I'm going to be doing in like the next week because I'm going to my parents' house for Thanksgiving. I'm going to take my camera with me, but I may do absolutely nothing, so don't be so disappointed if you don't see anything for a little while. But anyway, have a good break for those of you who actually get a break, and the rest of you enjoy good food whenever you get it, in case I don't have another video before then.